What's up, traders? Trello here, my family here, and we're back at it with another day, a different dollar. Today is Sunday, so the market opens today around 5 p.m. Eastern time because I am in the States. I live in Louisiana, so today we're gonna go over things a bit differently. I usually post weekly market outlooks. I want to show you guys that. So I usually post US oil, GBP/JPY, USDJPY, EURUSD, and GBP/USD, kind of giving you guys like a look of what I'm looking at for the weekly. And what I'm gonna start doing now is to coincide with these weekly outlooks. If you want to join in with me as I go through the outlooks. I'll post a video every week after I post the outlooks. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing now, just a new weekly thing. Well, let's just get right up into it. So the first pair that I trade, well, I don't trade this pair. This is the major dollar pair. I trade majority dollar pairs. So as you can see, I trade, let's just bring the screen over. I trade the DXY, I trade UJ, I trade GU, I trade EU, I trade XAU, I trade US oil, and then I have 3 Top Step 50K fundeds, which I trade futures on, which is silver and MGC one. So let's just get into it. Let me make my screen bigger just so it's clear. I've realized we've had a hard time trying to see it. Okay, so let's look at the DXY. The DXY is the major dollar pair of basically, or the dollar index. The dollar has been getting slammed lately. The dollar is swing bearish, intraday is bearish until we close over zone 1, which is demand. So the buy up and then the sell down, which was respected last week, as you can see. Zone 2 is supply. If a close under, we will see more downside action, which is zone 2 here. We have a sell down and then a buy up, which didn't quite break structure to the top side, but if we close under here, this seems like support is being made. If we close under, we will see more downside action. Why is there a tick in the middle of it? I'm not sure. Alright, but anyways, news inflation. Well, first of all, let's just finish. The DXY is important to all USD pairs, even gold, which is considered XAUUSD. If the dollar continues to sell, it will cause buying pressure on gold because gold is getting stronger against the DXY. My bias is more selling pressure because we did not break demand zone 1. Let me give you guys a small example on how the DXY runs. So the DXY is the major currency, the major dollar currency. It is the currency for the United States. Okay, so let's just say EURUSD. That means that USD is going against Euro. So if the dollar sells, which is USD, if the dollar gets weaker, then that means that USD, it would cost more USD to buy Euro. So in theory, EURUSD would buy up, if that makes sense. Now let's go the opposite. If the dollar starts to buy, that means that the USD is getting stronger against Euro and it costs less USD to buy Euro. So EURUSD will continue to sell. So news inflation. I'm glad I can get that out the way for you guys. So news inflation. Inflation has cooled as of last week, which caused the DXY to have more buying pressure, which you can see we found support and then we pushed up a little bit more. Trump wants to keep inflation high and drop rates again so the DXY, the dollar, can sell more to use as more buying power against other countries or other countries. It's important that you are keen to the news, guys. I don't simply look at market structure. I also check the news, and Forex Factory is who I use to check. And let's go to Forex Factory real quick. I'll show you guys what that is. This is Forex Factory, the home and key to all news, guys. So as we can see, let's see, today is, what is today's day? Today is the 15th. So as you can see, at 5:30, NZD has news. What you want to look for is the red folders and who you trade. I trade USD, which is the DXY. So as you can see, core retail sales, red folder news. Very, very important, guys. We won't go into core retail sales. Drop a comment below if you want me to explain to you guys what some red folder news means and how it's important. Well, let's get back to it. So yeah, that is the DXY that we're looking at for today, guys. For this week, actually. Now we're going to we're going to look at USDJPY. Let's go over USDJPY. Okay, let's full screen it. Okay, as you can see, USDJPY just swept first side liquidity, this is what you consider first side liquidity. Small bumps in the road. All Alright, so we're back, guys. So like as I said, liquidity, first side liquidity is just basically, it looks like fur. You can see it almost looks like, you know, little pieces of hair sticking up. As you can see, USDJPY just swept first side liquid, but we almost know they are ready to sell because of the demand tap after taking orders. So there was a buy up and then a sell down, which initially broke market structure here. Okay, so we know that we are bearish. So we just tapped into demand at the top and we started to reject out of it. It is also because of the demand tap after taking orders, and also if the DXY maintains selling pressure, it will cause JPY to get stronger, which in turn makes USDJPY sell because JPY is going against the DXY in this pair. So we have zone 2, which looks like some support that we came up off of on zone 2. We pushed back into resistance. Looks like major resistance here in this area. A buy up for a sell down, which makes this a valid demand. And if you don't know what supply and demand is, guys, be sure to watch video 2. All right, so news. If the JXY index drops rates, the dollar will tank heavy. Please stay tuned to news to use the news on Forex Factory. Please use the news on Forex Factory, guys. It's very important. So let's look at the next pair that we're looking at for the week. Going to be GBP USD, and it looks like we're almost ready here, guys. So let's pull up that news. There we go. All right, so it says, seems as though GBP USD is going to take out orders to the downside. I would have wanted to see a break of structure at the red line, which is up here, before I decided to take buys, because it would indicate that they're still bullish. I would have wanted to see a break of structure at the red line to ensure buys on zone 1. It's a bit risky just because there was no break of structure, but a low risk and you can shoot for the stars, guys. So as you can see, let me backspace that. So guys, as you can see, we have a imbalance candle left here from the 50% body candle tool, which makes us know that this supply zone is valid. So we have a sell down and then a buy up. What we're looking to do here, guys, is take out bottom side liquidity. That's it. That's how simple my method is. I'm looking to take out liquidity and follow market structure. Now that we don't have a break of structure, I may not take this trade. I may just wait. Now for news, be careful of any news on this pair. Relate back to the Forex Factory like said before. Alright, so for EURUSD, guys, as you can see, EURUSD already has buying pressure because the dollar is getting weaker. It takes more USD to buy the euro. So let's just look at it here. Nothing new, nothing different. Buys look good for EU as well. If the DXY continues to sell, EU will rise on another run. Zone 2 could fall through for more liquidity. My bias is Zone 2 should hold strong for more buys. If Zone 2 does not hold strong for more buys, which seems like a valid support area, as you can see, if it doesn't hold strong, then it seems like price may want more liquidity. Now, if Zone 2 doesn't hold strong, I would be watching the DXY very, very closely because, in my opinion, the DXY should be getting stronger if EURUSD is selling. So that's EURUSD, guys. No news for EU, but EU has very important news that goes along with the DXY. So just be mindful of the news, guys. All right, last but not least, what everybody likes, what I like, what everybody likes really is gold. So let's see what gold is doing. Gold has been rising and rising and rising, like I told you guys, based on the decline of the US dollar. So gold has been a runner, but like I said, the DXY is finding newer lows, trying to find some support. If the DXY is able to, gold will extend. If the DXY isn't able to find support, gold will extend to that $3,500 price range. I would love to see zone 1 hold strong after a sweep of liquidity, of trend line liquidity, which is strong. So this is trend line liquidity, guys. It is a strong form of liquidity. While some may think gold is respecting the trend line, I would like to take out all of their orders and then enter my trade. So a lot of trend line traders who trade the trend line, as you can see, let's make this bigger, guys. As you can see, there is a very clear trend line here. Now, what I would want price to do is price to respect the trend line one more time, rise up just a little bit, and then take all of the trend line liquidity out, and then I enter in my trade just right up under it. Just like that, guys. But yeah, so that is gold. Please check news for the DXY throughout the week. So traders, so I made a slight mistake. Gold wasn't our last pair to talk about. US oil is actually, and let's just get straight into it. Okay, so seems as though oil is a miss for buys last week ending. they were up 8%. Wars in Israel and Iran are starting to ramp up. As you see, the PVD tool discount range was respected. You should watch the 5-minute quick video that I posted of video 3, which was actually posted yesterday, which is called the PVD tool. In order for me to enter buys, I at least need a sweep of liquidity right below the 0.5, or also, I lied. We need a sweep of liquidity. Actually, I would like to see this first side liquidity get taken out, then a tap into zone 1 for buys right after. But as you can see, guys, the PVD tool. So this is very important. So we have the 0.5, we have the 0, and then we have the 1, like spoken to, like we said in the BVD video. So oil taps directly into the 0.5 and then then immediately pulls out of it. That's just to show you guys that the premium and discount range is actually lining up for US oil. Alright, so news. If Trump can't make a peace deal with Iran, oil will keep pumping. Question is, would you make a peace deal if you were Iran? Iran has took major losses in nuclear advancement and also deaths from a few generals and nuclear scientists from bombing. I cannot see a deal happening right now, but I don't know the future. So we'll just see. But yeah, guys, this is what I have for oil. I'm looking for buys at zone 1. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, that'll be a wrap up for the weekly market outlook. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the completely free Discord down below. I will always drop a link for it. I'm very happy for the 30 subscribers that I have. I realize that I have to maintain consistency in order to keep boosting up the Mire to the Moon platform so we can have many traders alike inside of it.